What's going on, Flash Mob? Welcome back to the channel. And if you guys haven't already guessed, this video is going to be centered around this guy, my 49-inch LG Super Ultra Wide beast of a monitor. Run the intro. This thing is a curved 49-inch monitor with a 5K 5120 by 1440 resolution, an IPS panel, and a super ultra wide 32 by 9 aspect ratio. It's literally like having two 27-inch monitors side by side without the annoying bezel in the middle, making it the ultimate productivity monitor you can get your hands on, or in this case, your eyes on. This model also supports HDR10, one USB-C port, two HDMI ports, one display port, stereo 10-watt speakers, picture-in-picture mode, and a bunch of cool little features you can play around with. Really quickly guys, if it's your first time visiting my channel, we're all about helping you turn your passion into a paycheck whilst taking you along my filmmaking journey. If that's the kind of thing that you're into, make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss any future videos. I guess I should tell you guys where the idea of even getting a monitor this big came from. I used to have two 4K 27-inch monitors side by side, and to be honest with you, I really loved it. It was great. Basically, they were the exact same monitors made by ASUS, but one of them just had a slightly magenta color to it. And no matter what I did, I went into the settings, I tried doing all type of tutorials to find out how to change this, and no matter what I did, one of them was always slightly just off. And for me, I was like, yo, this cannot work. Something has to happen here. So after I couldn't figure out how to solve that problem, I said, okay, well, the next best option is to get a new monitor. And I figured I'd get one big enough where I can more or less replace the two monitors. And that's where the whole entire idea of getting an ultra-wide monitor came into play. To be honest, when I started looking, I had no idea that monitors were coming in at this size. 49 inches is massive. Like honestly, it's huge. And the three brands that really stood out to me was Dell, Samsung, and LG. Each option was pretty expensive, and I did what I pretty much do every single time I see a price that I don't like. That's right, I went to Kijiji. I ended up finding a guy that was selling his for 1,400 Canadian, and I was able to talk him down to 1,300, which was about $970 Canadian less than if I were to go directly to B&H and buy it from there. It was a huge savings and definitely worth it. So let's talk about some of these productivity cons. So the first thing is obviously there's no bezel in the middle. Something that's probably overlooked a lot of times when you have two monitors is that you literally cannot put anything in the middle because of the bezel. You basically have the ability to either have everything on one screen and then add anything extra to the other, but anything in that little center part literally just gets deleted. Like you just can't see it. On an ultra-wide, there literally is no limit to what you can put on the screen. I can open my DaVinci timeline across the entire length of the monitor and get completely swallowed up in the experience. The curve on the monitor also makes it feel like the screen is wrapping around your head, just making it that much more immersive. The second thing for me was having consistent colors. Like I said before, with two monitors, I was getting a slightly different color rendition on the two of them, and it was very annoying, especially while I was editing videos or pictures. Now, what I see on the left is exactly what I'm gonna see on the right side of the monitor. And this is key when you're color grading footage or images and either looking at a reference that you're trying to match or trying to dial in the look from another source. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I will never do it the old way again. So the third thing on the list is multitasking. Obviously, having a screen this big gives you a lot of space to play around with. But when you actually get to sit down in front of it and experience it face to face, it's honestly incredible. LG has an app called On-Screen Control that allows you to snap the screen into sections, making it even easier to maneuver around and do multiple things all at once. I like having DaVinci Resolve open with another web browser that I use to either watch a video, pull up information I need, or just find different assets for videos. I could have probably done this with dual monitors, but definitely not like this. Number 4 on the list is going to be picture-in-picture. LG made it really easy for you to switch from one input to the other or run two inputs simultaneously. A lot of the times I'd have all my work stuff on one half and all my fun and games on the other half. Coming from the ASUS monitors to the LG monitors was significantly different in the menu system as well. I really like how LG uses what I call the nipple. What? which makes it really easy to switch around the settings and make the screen brighter. I use it all the time when it's time to switch from work to play or back again. Number 5 on the list is going to be fewer cords. This one's really not that major, but it made me really happy either way. With 2 monitors, you had 2 power cables and 2 HDMI cables, all that had to try and fit into one computer and 1 power source. Now it's just 1 power cable and 1 display port, making it that much easier to plug right in and get started. And it just helps to make the desk look just a little bit more cleaner overall. So of course this monitor wasn't perfect. There were a few little things I didn't like, so I guess we can talk about that now. So the first thing is its 60 Hz refresh rate. If you're a competitive gamer, only being able to go up to 60 Hz makes it not that great to use. I mean, you can and will still be able to play, but it won't allow you to be competitive, especially for games like Call of Duty or racing games where you need to be as quick as possible. So the next thing on the list is the 32:9 aspect ratio. It's great when you're multitasking, no doubt, but when you want to open a movie or video or even some applications that are meant for 16:9 aspect ratios, you get these huge black bars on the side of your screen. I mean, it's not the end of the world, but it's also not that sexy at all. For me personally, I just avoid putting anything into full screen mode for now. Maybe one day when this aspect ratio becomes more popular, they will start optimizing videos for it. But until then, it's gonna be a no for me, dog. So here's a magic question, should you buy it? If you're a graphic designer, photo editor, video editor, day trader, or coder, then the answer is going to be absolutely yes. The amount of screen that you actually get to play around with is just uncomparable. Having a 49-inch monitor allows you to open more applications and spread them out evenly across your screen in any orientation that you want. If you're not so work related and you just mainly use your computer for web browsing or watching YouTube videos, then for this price tag, honestly, it probably isn't for you. I would probably just stick to 1 or even 2 monitors if it works within your budget. I can tell you this much, after experiencing an ultra-wide monitor, I will never go back to a dual monitor. It just fixes so many small problems. If you like this video, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and do me a huge favor and slap that like button for me. Let me know in the comments if you would ever consider getting a monitor this big. And until the next video, guys, remember to look, learn, and share. Take it easy, guys.